5:12 a.m. Friday morning. That's right. Welcome to your gratitude show. That's right. Good morning. How are you today? I start off my mornings with a gratitude list. It's really helped my life. And I want to pay it forward. I start off my gratitude list with the Foundation 8. And from there I elaborate. Your foundation can, will, and even should be different and reflect your life and your gratitudes. But feel free to cut, paste, drop, and drag this method. It helped me, and I want to help others. Alrighty. 5:12 a.m. See? Awesome. I am grateful and blessed for my family, my friends, my faith, my freedom, my health, my union job, a good night's sleep, and a solid breakfast. And from there, I elaborate. And Fridays, especially during election year, we do what's known as apolitically incorrect. But first, I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. For all. Yeah. I always feel like I never get enough sleep. I got a good night's sleep. I had the proper amount of rest. I was asleep on time. I woke up on time. I didn't have too many late night disturbances. You know, I got to get up to pee a few times, and sometimes it's a real struggle to get back to sleep, and sometimes you can just conquer right out. Other times, you end up tossing and turning and cursing everything. Apolitically incorrect Friday. What does that mean? Well, I'm a half century old. I live in Boston, Massachusetts. My life predates the internet. So we used to have newspapers and political talk shows and things. I'm in Boston. Boston's a hubbub of a hub, one could say. Hey, let me look at all the feminists. I used to do that all the time when I was a kid. I was an only child, and it just got, I love to ruin pictures. And that's the feminist smirk. That's the tongue sticking out. They have all the charm of only children. But seriously, same method, different bodies. Okay, good luck with that, kids. All it did was just piss off my family. Like, can't he just fucking take a normal picture? Does he have to ruin every fucking picture? Oh, yeah. Yeah. That's you, American womanhood. That's not misogynist. That's a Frank Zappa quote. You're ugly on top. You're ugly underneath. You lay in bed and grit your teeth. Do. And it is because Frank Zappa was making fun of misogyny. Come on. Our chauffeur has arrived. Let's be safe. Seriously. Here we are. Smells like someone's enjoying flavor country. Marlboro Reds. The distinctive odor. Here comes the train again. Choo-choo, choo-choo train in my choo-choo train. Whoop-a-doop-a-doo, ba-ba-doo-ba-doo-ba. Here it comes again, here it comes again. Oh. There's one right there. All right. Smells like burnt tire. Uh-oh. Made you a mock. Oh my God, trust me. I can smell that bullshit a mile away. Apolitically incorrect, Fry. So I was watching Jordan Peterson's Part 2 interview with Bobby Kennedy Jr. last night. You know, I was going to vote for Bobby Kennedy Jr. and Nicole Shanahan for President of the United States. Bobby folded up his campaign and threw his hat in with Donald Trump. And it's interesting because Bobby makes lots of good salient points, especially about environmental causes, especially about the American diet and how to save the next generations of Americans without, because the processed food that we enjoy is all kind of poisonous and deadly. Border security, like the common sense approach stuff that, how there's been an inversion of the parties, that the Republicans are now the working class party. The Republicans are, have got the old Democratic Party spirit, while the Democratic Party is about big business, big pharma, war hawks, censorship, and that thing. So for me personally, it's like, who am I going to vote for come November? I can't vote for Bobby anymore. I'd like to, but a vote for Bobby is a vote for Trump. I don't want to vote for Trump, and I'm not going to. I am definitely not voting for Kamala Harris or Tim Walz, her running mate. I mean, I just don't feel it. I don't mind voting for a woman. I'm just not going to vote for that human being.
Next stop, Harvard Square.
Sorry. There will be a third-party candidate. There will be a libertarian candidate. I usually do vote for a libertarian candidate. Since 1992, in the first election I was allowed to vote in, I voted for third parties. I feel that a two-party system is one party away from being a one-party system. That we need more diversity and more representation, better representation. I mean, the Republican Party definitely does not represent my feelings on matters. They're close, but there's a lot of luggage there. I used to, Democrats, I don't know what happened to you, but we all know that something happened to you. And that we need strong leadership to lead the free world. I mean, I don't see it happening with them. So this is like one of the, how do I know this is one of the worst elections in history? I only know what I know from how long I've been here. I'm going to say Grover Cleveland, Calvin Coolidge? I have no idea. A teapot dome scandal, you say? Oh! Yeah, so I feel more politically homeless than ever. It's like my love life. There is no hope. There is no hope. There's just like waking up and going to work, doing your job, go home, shower, go to bed. Hey, ¿qué onda? Good to see you.
The destination.
it makes you grateful and blessed for all the little things in life that just add up. And oh God. You could always get on another car, that's right. I know. It's true.
Next stop, Central Square.
Yeah, I mean, be grateful for the things that are in your life, that contribute to your life, that make you happy, that make you solid. You know, I will say this, Trump is the best thing that ever happened to the Democrats. Why? Because they need a boogeyman. How am I supposed to... your boogeyman is, because it comes down to academic postmodernism, which is deeply rooted in Marxism. And Marxism needs an oppressor and oppressed dynamic in it for it to function. I would love to hear a Democrat sell me on a sane policy that doesn't have any of that luggage. Can you sell this to me without the oppressor-oppressed dynamic? Because I'm not falling for it. And here I am, a product of the projects, a blue-collar tradesman, high school educated, 1 year of college. You know, I'm definitely not privileged. I'm definitely not. I'm barely in the middle class, if I am. What's in it for me? I mean, I would be down for tuition forgiveness if that was nationwide for all citizens, for everything. Mortgage forgiveness, credit card debt forgiveness, tax forgiveness, all forgiveness, a blanket forgiveness for all Americans. And start off fresh. Why not? Why just college graduates who chose the wrong major and can't get a job in their field, that struggle to, and especially if it's academic postmodernism, 30 years of it in academia. So now you want taxpayers to pay for your ideology? You're fucking stupid. Seriously, you went to college all those years and you can't look under a mammal's tail to figure out if it's a boy or girl. Right? Am I making this up?
The destination of this train is...
It's like, so what? I can see through it. I don't have any power to change it. I can only have the power to change myself and how I fit in this world and how I am comfortable in this world, this space. There is no such thing as a safe space. Besides, it's a mental thing. It could be in your mother's embrace at home. On a Sunday afternoon, getting Sunday supper with your family. It could be your therapist's office. It could be church. But these spaces are few and far between. The world is not a safe space. Nature is not an ally. I mean, jeez. What happens if Trump wins? Is going to be all this, hemming and hawing and crying again, women crying in the streets? That's what. How are you supposed to base policy on sheer emotionality and tantrum? And when Harris wins, there's going to be another cycle of war. Oh God, Bobby Kennedy was like, yeah, my Uncle John, was keeping us out of war for the very few years he was in office. In October of 1963, he signed an executive order to withdraw all the military advisors, the 16,000 military advisors sent over to Vietnam, after finding out that 76 American soldiers had been killed in the past couple of years. He was like, that's too much. and so they were going to just pull back. A month later, he was assassinated. He didn't enter a war with Russia through Cuba at the missile crisis. He didn't want to get involved in Vietnam. He had this like hands-off approach, like that's Vietnam's problem. Vietnam's government, they can do it themselves.
Entering Kendall, MIT.
But guess what? This dove
MIT Cambridge
was
Center.
pecked to death by the Warhawks. Anyway. And yeah, Bobby Kennedy's just so astute. And I love the guy. But, you know, but a vote for him would be a proxy vote for Trump at this point. And I think you too, man. Fish and chips today.
Okay.
Oh yeah, fresca, delicioso.
Thank you.
Thank you, man. But Sully, you throw away your vote every 4 years by voting for a third party. Not really. Well, you can. I don't fall for that reasoning. See, I'm in Massachusetts. We have 11 electoral votes. That's 2 for our senators that we all have, and then 9 from that's based on population. That's represented like through our 9 congresspeople, congressmen and congresswomen. Every state does that. Heck, that's what I think is the reason for the open borders. They don't have to be They don't have to be voters. Most people don't vote. 340 million Americans. How many of our voting age? And how many of them are actually voting? You know? But population, the census every 10 years, that's what dictates gerrymandering. That's what dictates districts. That's what dictates the number of Congress people that you have on Capitol Hill. And that's what dictates how many electoral votes a state gets. And that, I feel, is the crux of the biscuit. It's been Apolitically Incorrect Friday. I hope you enjoy your weekend. We have the Super Sully Sundays live stream at 3 p.m. U.S. Eastern on Sunday. U.S. Eastern. Come and join us. Talk about pop culture and things. Comic books, specifically. I'm a big comic book fan. I want to thank everyone out there. Please like and subscribe. Use gratitude. I use gratitude daily, and it really helps. I'm so grateful and blessed that I not have just this knowledge, but wisdom gained to use the knowledge correctly. And I can't waste my energy and hope on this election cycle. We have 2 bum candidates. Gosh, just the president of the Ukraine's in America signing warheads. That's going to be, I mean, that's just, who cares how intrinsically wrong everything is? I can't do anything about it. And it gives me anxiety and panic. And I struggle with that enough as is. So I have to do what Buddha said. It's let go of your attachments. Let go of your attachments. I only have, 20, 25 years left on this planet if I'm lucky. Maybe more, potentially, and probably less. What am I going to do with that time left on this planet? Eat good food. Make love to beautiful women. Look at